Hello and welcome. My name is Amulya and you are watching Ease Coding. In this video I'm going to show you how to compile and run C++ program in VS Code, Visual Studio Code. So let's get started. You can see this is C and this is C++ file, and after installing one extension I can go ahead and compile and run C and C++ files with just one press a button. But before that you need to have something configured on your system that's called compiler. So compiler on Microsoft Windows, you can install GCC and C++. After installing MinGW, you get these two compilers installed and set to the system's path. So you need to have MinGW installed on Windows. On Mac, you need to have CLang installed and set to the system's path. On Linux, you need to have GCC installed and set to the system's path. These are compilers for all these operating systems. Once you have, you can go ahead and check in the terminal or command prompt by typing GCC -- version, and you'll see you have GCC. You can also go ahead and check G++, which is for compiling C++ program, and GCC is basically for C programs. Now you can go ahead and install MinGW, CLang, and what else? GCC. So on Microsoft Windows, I use Choco to install MinGW. Let me go ahead and show you how you can install MinGW with Choco using command line. So make sure you have Choco installed. If you haven't installed Choco, it's a very simple process. Let me first show you how you can install Chocolatey. So go ahead and launch your command prompt, not command prompt this time PowerShell to install Chocolatey with administrator right. And once you have PowerShell installed, go ahead and launch your browser and go to chocolatey.org/install. Here there are two commands that you run to install Chocolatey. So this one, get execution policy with PowerShell, okay, with administrator right. And if you get all signed, that means you can run this installation, Chocolatey installation command. If you get restricted, then you need to set the execution policy to all signed by copying this command and pasting in here and pressing enter. Now you have to type A and hit enter. Since I already have this all signed, I don't need to, so I can go ahead and cancel it, clear the screen, and run the installation command here, which is very simple. Simply go ahead and hit enter, type A, and you are done. Since I already have Choco installed, I don't need to install it again. So once you have Choco installed, go ahead and launch anything, PowerShell or command prompt with admin right, and now you can install anything, like any application that is available through Choco, package or application. Now you can simply say list MinGW. So this is going to check all the repository, and you can see this listed 22 packages that are using MinGW. So I can go ahead and install MinGW 10. It's approved, not broken. So anything that is possibly broken, you shouldn't try installing it. Now to install it, you simply say Choco install MinGW, but you also have this info command to learn more about this. So Choco info MinGW, and this will give you kind of a brief intro. Now to install it, it's very simple. You simply say Choco install MinGW. Make sure your command prompt is running with administrator right, and then you'll have to give it authentication, like press A and hit enter to start download and installation, and set this compiler to your system's path. Since I already have installed, you can see it says already installed. Now I can go ahead and check GCC. So once you install it, you have to relaunch it. Because I already have installed it, I don't need to. You can see I've got GCC installed and they are set to the system's path. Now once you have GCC and G++ installed, simply come back to this VS Code and hit the extension tab here and go ahead and look for this extension which is working perfectly fine in 2021. So go ahead and type look for C/C++ compile. Sorry guys, compile run, and you'll see this is what should come up like this one. Okay, you can see the name Daniel Pinto. So make sure you're downloading and installing this compiler by Daniel Pinto 8ZZ6, and you can see these are the requirements. System wise, Linux must have GCC, Windows must have MinGW, Mac OS must have CLang set to the system's path, and once you have, you can run these commands to compile and run in one go. So on Linux, Windows F6, on Mac and Command R. Now let me go ahead and compile and run it for you. So simply go ahead and just open the file. Your file must be open in the active window of VS Code, and then you can simply press F6 on Windows, F6 on Mac, F6 on Linux, Command R on Mac to compile and run this C program. Similarly, you can see here, if I go ahead and do execute, and let's say you want to run and execute C++ program, go ahead and open the file and press F6 on Linux and Windows, Command R on Mac. You will also get this notification, compiled successfully, and your application will run in the console if it's a console application. So that's it for this video guys. If you have any questions, suggestions, leave in the comment. Goodbye for now.